his people under him, and then that can build a great team, because Tim Gritt's a lot of credit. The team he's built is so good in this conference. It gives you comfort knowing that you're led by the right person and the right people. So I want to start by thanking him, and I'm sure every coach came up here and thanked their admin and their president. Nobody's more thankful than me that I even have a job. So, after 7 wins in 2 years, I'm incredibly grateful that we get an opportunity to try to fix this thing this year. It's been incredibly disappointing. At times, I don't know how to articulate what's happened, but John Gordon's a dear friend. He has this corny acronym that he's used forever, but it's so true. And I've experienced as a player and as a coach, loss. Learning opportunity, stay strong. Everybody talks about the learning opportunity, but stay strong is the hard part. Because you have to stay strong for your people. And in the midst of incredible turnover, in the midst of some very difficult situations we've had to encounter, staying strong for the people that are under me has been a real challenge, because there's times I felt very weak. There's times where you just don't feel like you have the stuff that they need. And I know a lot of coaches, we're in an era when college coaches are supposed to be strong, invincible, we celebrate ego and brashness and this and that, and I'm the opposite. I've been broken. Now, obviously I have a much richer football life than many of them, but I'm not afraid to admit that I've been broken by this, and that's a good thing. I think if you think that's a bad thing, then you're probably where I was a few years ago, where you haven't realized in your journey that this is part of it. I've had to rethink through some leadership things. I've had to rethink through some football stuff. I've had to rethink through some nurturing things. And the one thing that I've come back to is that the biggest mistake that I made, that others make when they're not successful, is they try to be something they're not. And we're all wired a certain way, and I'm wired as a nurturer, I'm wired as a positive guy. I've gone back and talked to teammates and said what are the best qualities about me as a leader. I've gone back and talked to coaches that I've worked for or worked with me, and I've tried to go back to being a better version of me. And I think that's what our building needs. I went out and I tried to align myself with new coaches that see the world through my lens. We've tried to love our players tough. We've really pushed them to be grown men, get the childish ways behind them. They've been given more